want to give some tips on raising feeder pigs, especially if someone's new to the idea, if they've never done it before, maybe they're a little intimidated. Feeder pigs get really big. I mean, these girls are huge. So just their size, their strength, the power can be very intimidating. But pigs, these girls, they're pretty docile. You know, pigs are very intelligent animals. They're not trying to escape. They're really not trying to hurt anybody. So one of the things you need is a good fence, right? You need an enclosure. Pigs need a place to live. So we did 4x6 posts. These are 5-foot posts cemented 2 feet in the ground. And then I did a 2x6 board across every 5 feet here. So that's a solid fence. There's wire to back it up. And pigs need water. They need access to water. So we built a watering system here. Ordered that watering dish on Amazon. It's just a pig waterer. And then we did a tubing back into this box here, and the box has a 20-gallon drum that we fill up and keep full. So you want to make sure your pigs have plenty of water at all times. Now pigs need food, especially feeder pigs. This girl loves food. We got the Brower feeder boxes. I'm sure there's a lot of brands. I couldn't say one brand is better than another. It can be a little expensive, but I highly recommend it. Each one holds a bag of food, so you have about 40 pounds of food per feeder. Now these girls are big. We do about a 40-pound bag every 2 days, so that's about 10 pounds of feed per pig per day. Now over here we also have some supplemental stuff we feed them. We got Timothy grass, we've got alfalfa. Piggies love fresh grass. They're not mean. They're not mean pigs. You know, there's no reason to be afraid of pigs. You certainly want to respect pigs, but I don't think you need to be afraid of them. If you're not mean to them, they're not going to be mean to you. Now this is only a 3-foot fence. Could they jump a 3-foot fence? Yes, they could. Have they ever tried? No, they've got no reason to. Their food's here, their water's here, their house is here. They know this is their home. They have no reason to try to jump the fence or run away. We treat them well, and they're very nice back to us. Now, if you're going to breed the feeder pigs, if you have a boar, you might want more than a 3-foot fence, because obviously the boar is going to be motivated if he's separated to get to the girls, and he's probably going to jump that fence. But so just having the girls here, they've never tried to escape. Not to say they couldn't, but they've never had any reason to. They've never tried to. Now in summertime, pigs need a mud pit. They need water. They need a mud pit to get in. It's how they cool off their bodies. So we've helped them create. They did most of the work. This mud pit here, it's their wallow. We got the watering trough. They kind of outgrew it. They can sort of fit in there, but we'll fill it up again today. They've kind of trashed it, but certainly a mud pit. Plan on having a nice mud pit for them. Now, one of the maintenance things, especially on feeder pigs, is their hoofs. So you can see we put a lot of rocks down here. They've kind of turned them into the ground a little bit. But if you have some rocks or some gravel, especially around areas they frequent, like where their food's at, it's going to wear their toes down a little bit, their nails. So you don't really have to worry about that as much. Now we do worm the pigs every 3 months, deworm them with an ivermectin injectable treatment. Certainly you'd want to do your research on that and see if you're comfortable treating the pigs, or maybe finding a vet or a roaming vet in your area. Now pigs need a good house. They need protection from the elements. Now this breed of pig is actually native to our area, so their ancestors had to survive on their own without a house. And they did all right, but we made them a house, something solid. Gives them a place to go in the rain. We do get some cold winters, a little bit of snow, not a lot, but we fill it up with hay. So we pack them with hay. That's like a piggy blanket. So you want to make sure they have a nice, dry place to go. So we're gonna pack some more hay in there today, so they need a good home. Now it is important to make sure your pigs are comfortable with you. You know, we get them as little babies. I think most people would if you're getting feeder pigs. Just be nice to them, spend time with them, show them some love, and they'll be comfortable with you. Obviously, there's the thing about playing with your food, and you don't want to do that too much, because if they're feeder pigs, they're probably food at some point, but that doesn't mean you can't be kind to them, can't be nice to them. So on our last pig, we paid about $100 for the baby pig. The total food cost throughout the life of the baby pig was about $220. So our total cost on that pig was about $300, and we were able to get over 300 pounds of pork, bacon, sausage, hams from that pig. So at the time, when you raise them yourself, you're talking about $1 a pound for pork, which is hard to beat. Now, as far as butchering pigs go, you really want to harvest in the first year. You know, some people say 200, 300 pounds. I think these girls are closer in the 500 pound range. She doesn't like me talking about that, you can tell. But you got to figure out what works for you, and how you're gonna harvest and process the meat. As far as pig safety goes, you know, with any large animal, whether it's a horse or a cow, you just have to be aware. Obviously, you know, they could hurt you. They could hurt you accidentally. If you're in a bad situation, they could hurt you intentionally. So you just have to be aware of it, right? They are a large animal, but they're smart, and if you care for them, I don't think they're really gonna go out of their way to take you out. I wouldn't want to pass out in the pig pen. You might wake up missing some parts. I mean, they are omnivores. They will eat meat. But as I said, I don't think you have to be afraid of them. I think you just have to take care of them and understand what they are and what they're not. All right, so I'm gonna add another bale of hay to the piggy house here. We got a slideshow on building it. That's really not too bad. You go on in with me. Plenty of room. You see where the piggies are sleeping in here. A little mud on the walls. We're just gonna add some more hay, help them with the cold.